Back again. This is Fred here. Fred here. This is whatever for my medical stuff. Be quiet. If we don't say anything, you won't hear the people outside talking today. If we keep talking, they might end up talking about what I'm talking about, and somehow they can see what's on my screen by hacking. So we're not going to talk about that conversation right now. Got too many VPNs later out around here. Plan B prick. Anyway, you see Fred here? For everybody to get a new friend, I'm pretty sure someone's going to test that theory out. About the subject, this is for my school stuff. I'm going to put this back on. The epoxy's not strong enough. And anyway, we just on the skeleton system today, on the head, on the brain. Let's see if I can call out by memory. There's the nasal bridge. It is the bridge where the nasal passageway go through. Is where one of the sinus cavities is. Above the bridge line, there's one of the sinus passages that hosts the sinus liquid for the tear duct line. When you tear up, the tear will come from here, go through the bottom sinus passage, and the bottom sinus passage will then drain into the tear duct that's located on the side of the maxilla. That's why when your tear go down, if you swallow your tear or if it go back in your throat, it comes out right here. Which, in medical wise, you do not want to swallow your own snot as in like that, because it can go back in your throat, affect your thyroid glands, or give you strep throat, make your breath stink, make your teeth bad. It can do bad stuff, a lot of stuff. It's only time you should huff your snot when your throat is like super dry, and technical term is for lubrication, whatever you want to call it. But that is not recommended. That's like a last resort thing. This is one of the easiest things to break. The nose itself is not easy since it's just mostly muscles and fat, but the nasal bridge. And when you box of wires, you can get facial fractures everywhere. And facial fractures is not really facial fractures. It's really nasal fractures because you get punched in the nose a lot. And you can develop a split going here and here and over there. That's why you're supposed to recover after a hard sparring session. A proper recovery. I don't follow proper recovery procedures. There's usually 4 sinuses other than this, the top one, above the nasal passages, below the nasal bridge, above the inferior orbital, but there's another nasal passage within the back of the eye. That's not a tear duct as for say for tears, it's more of a lubrication duct for the eyes itself. So if you like my eyes and stuff, this is probably overproducing or not producing enough. Yes, I got incredible eyesight. Above the nasal bridge, the bone itself is called the gapabella. Don't ask me why the name of that is called a gapella or gapibella. I have no idea why. Matter of fact, we're gonna skip this. When I did my doctor's school, I measured dead bodies and stuff. And one of the things we had to do was drill a hole. It was a lobotomy procedures. You can drill a hole, but you cannot damage the brain, and then you have to put the thing back together for the skull. Yes. So it's pricks. And then there's the frontal bone, which is right here. The chrome, which is right here. The freaking, oh man, this is the nasal bone. This is not really that easy broken. You can get nasal bridge fractures. When you break your nose, it is not the nasal bone that's break. It's more of the nasal bridge, like I said before. And when you get cauliflower, which is right here where the temporal orbital is, you normally don't want cauliflower. You don't want that. The mandible and maxillary. I got it confused last time, and I called the top jaw the mandible and the bottom jaw maxillary, because in auxiliary or anything else, auxiliary stand for movable object, and somehow in medical for skeleton wise, it means unmovable object. But if you switch it over for muscle wise, it can be movable. Don't worry, we're never gonna talk about that. Maxilla and mandible, the bottom jaw. We're not even gonna talk about how to straighten your jaw and muscle lines because this kind of get broken a lot. Like lockjaw. I've seen people. Uh, what's the proper term for it? I don't even know the proper term for it. But I've seen people who cannot close their mouth, and they did not have lockjaw. Their muscles in their jaw could not just close it because it was so weak. And these are wasn't old people. These were like young people. It wasn't a boxing injury, more of a damage to nerves into muscles. I think they did a prank off a trampoline once. I don't even know. And they were in the military. Yeah, stupid. And there's supposed to be a bone right here, and it calls the nasal passage. This is not a sinus passage, as in lubrication, but more of a nasal passage. It is to help the inner mouth with the spit, the salivary glands, and all that other stuff, and transfer out. There are sections of the skeleton that goes to the next section. These are like suture sections, what I just called out, meaning the skeleton itself has like 38 bones or 68 bones. I don't even know because I don't care. It's bullcrap terminology. I'm just doing this for now. There's the frontal, there's the portal, there's the nasal, there's the mandible, maxilla mandible, whatever you call it. There's a spears, and there's a freaking temporal, which is temporal always mean ear, or the olfactory system, or the temporal lobe area. The optical organs of the brain is at the back, right above the medulla oblongata, and above the spine, because it controls your eyesight, your thinking process. If you are getting bad eyes, it's because your optical organ section of your brain are either damaged or the retina of your eye is damaged. My eyesight is so good that I need like super dark shades to not damage my eyes. That's what I'm gonna do.